All right, first graders, we're going to read the last chapter of Frog and Toad, our friends. Let's get started. Last chapter, we thought about if they were really brave. I think no, they were not brave. They were scared. They ran away. This chapter is called The Dream. Let's read and see what Frog and Toad get up to next. The Dream. Toad was asleep and he was having a dream. He was on a stage and he was wearing a costume. Toad looked out into the dark. Frog was sitting in the theater. A strange voice from far away said, "Presenting the greatest toad in all the world." Toad took a deep bow. Frog looked smaller as he shouted, "Hooray for Toad!" "Toad will now play the piano very well," said the strange voice. Toad played the piano and he did not miss one note. "Frog!" cried Toad. "Can you play the piano like this?" "No," said Frog. It seemed to Toad that Frog looked even smaller. "Toad will now walk on a high wire and he will not fall down," said the voice. Toad walked on the high wire. "Frog!" cried Toad. "Can you do tricks like this?" "No," peeped Frog, who looked very, very small. Pause. Why does Frog keep getting smaller? This is really weird. Why do you think this is happening? Could be. Let's see. "Toad will now dance and he will be wonderful," said the voice. "Frog, can you be as wonderful as this?" said Toad as he danced all over the stage. There was no answer. Toad looked out in the theater and Frog was so small that he could not be seen or heard. "Frog," said Toad, "where are you?" There was still no answer. "Frog, what have I done?" cried Toad. The voice said, "The greatest Toad will now—" "Shut up!" screamed Toad. "Frog, Frog, where have you gone?" Toad was spinning in the dark. "Come back, Frog," he shouted. "I will be lonely." "I'm right here," said Frog. Frog was standing near Toad's bed. "Wake up, Toad," he said. "Frog, is that really you?" said Toad. "Of course it's me," said Frog. "And are you your own right size?" asked Toad. "Yes, I think so," said Frog. Toad looked at the sunshine coming through the window. "Frog," he said, "I am so glad that you came over." "I always do," said Frog. Then Frog and Toad ate a big breakfast, and after that, they spent a long, fine day together. So it seems like the reason why Frog was getting small is because Toad was maybe like showing off. Maybe he was being a show off. He was being a little bit too proud. And it seemed like each time Toad did another trick and asked if Frog could do it, Frog got smaller, smaller, smaller. And Toad was really scared of that. I wonder if Toad learned anything from this dream. Do you think he learned anything? Comment on this assignment to tell me, what do you think Toad learned by having this experience in this dream? Next week, we're going to start reading about something different, but you can always come back to these videos on Read Along with Miss Eldridge if you want to listen to Frog and Toad again. See you next week.